What's good, podcast people, man? Welcome back to a special episode of Pick Your Brain. As you know, I am your host Z from Cloud9, and I'm here with a very special guest, my own cousin, my own blood man. Introduce yourself, buddy.
How you doing, bro? How you doing? Everything good?
Chillin'. Introduce yourself to the crowd, bro.
Well, my name is Carlos. Some people call me Los, but or Emilio even. I'm from Queens. I have a daughter. I have a son on the way, and a lovely fiance named Keitha. Other than that, I'm doing well.
First of all, congratulations on the new baby.
I appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, so let's just get into it, buddy. We get right into it, right into just details on this channel, right? So now let's get into it. So what do you do for a living, buddy? Tell everybody what you do for a living. That's what we get into.
I work for J.P. Morgan, not Chase Bank,
Mhm.
but I handle commodities. So basically, it's hard to explain. People ask this all the time, but I deal with gold, silver, platinum, palladium, things like that, and other computer work, and I do security on the side.
Okay, so explain that. How'd you get into that?
Do security. I work for. Well, I'm still with Browser Security,
Mhm.
but basically, they had a contract with J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan needed extra people to work. It's like a vault, basically. They needed two guards, so I got interviewed. It was four guards. I got picked. One other guy got picked, and it's honestly it's a fun job. At first, I was a little nervous because doing security for like 7 years.
Yeah.
So it was like trying something different. You're like, okay. So, but I'm like, damn. After a while, after like a week or two, it was fun. Like the physical part, the computer part is a little more complicated, but overall, it's a fun job. And then basically they picked one. They picked me over the other guard
That's good.
to be full time. So
Okay.
ever since then, I've been with them for almost actually I make a year in a few weeks.
So now you said how you got into it now. So now let's really go in. I just want to go to detail of it
Okay.
because people on the pod, not from a lot of people not from New York,
Right.
right? So they don't know what goes on. They don't know about jobs down here. People who want to move down here. That's usually the audience try to get into,
Right.
right? So now go into detail on the job. Would you recommend it as a career path? How is it? And let me know everything about that.
I would recommend it if you don't mind being physical because it's a physical job. Like half of it is physical and then the other half is computer work.
Okay.
So like if you know a lot about Excel, things like that, Athena, then you'll be good. I didn't know anything about Athena and Excel until they try to train me.
Yeah.
I know about Excel, middle school, but
Yeah.
that's
The
you know
basic
what I'm
shit.
saying. So it's different. So, but if you don't mind doing physical, because them silver bars is literally like this big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and it's like 70 pounds a bar. So,
So okay. So basically, what you're doing is saying like you're transporting like bars. Of, like,
yeah,
money
so
type
yeah,
shit,
so
right?
like we gotta read like we'll get like 20 pallets and I'll have 30 bars on each, so 600 bars,
Okay.
and then we will have to read each bar, the weight. So one guy will do the computer work,
Mhm.
and then one guy will do physical.
Okay.
So let's say I'm doing physical, I will have to read each bar, give them the weight, all that, and then I have to strap it with a strapper, which makes it tight. That way the bars don't fall down.
Yeah.
It's fun. So if you don't mind doing physical, you know what I'm saying, then it's a good job. Then also you got the fork.
Yeah.
That's fun. I'm not gonna lie. At first it was hard, but
Mhm.
as you do it more, you get better. Hey, I get an hour break.
Oh, that's fire. Yeah, I only get 30
uh,
minutes. That's fire.
The benefits is amazing. All the pay is good. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, and I work by Wall Street.
Oh, that's
And it's
great.
getting
That's a
warm,
great spot.
so
That's a great spot.
get a drink out the when you're on your break.
Yeah.
Cause working with security, you got a half an hour break. So
Man, I can't do
know.
shit. I'm not gonna lie. Smoking my break and cold a
yeah.
day.
So,
I don't even eat.
you
I don't
know,
eat on this side.
exactly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's a good job, good benefits.
Yeah.
So try something different.
So I know because we're not gonna get too much into it, but everybody's life growing up was hard, right?
Right.
So how was it transitioning from because you have a family now?
Right.
So how was it transitioning into being that young kid into now having a daughter, into now having a family to support, into now into now going into that?
Well, it was fucking tough. Like, it was tough because I was a kid
Mhm.
who never experienced.
So what age did you have your daughter?
I had my daughter at 21.
Ooh.
21. Yeah,
Okay.
she was born 20 August. So when we got pregnant with my daughter, I was 20, but I
Mhm.
turned 21.
Yeah.
So, but it was tough because, like I said, when I graduated high school, I didn't go to college.
Mhm.
I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. College is not for everybody. Just a quick little info on college.
Yeah.
College is not for everybody. You
It's
don't
not.
need college in life to always be successful.
Right.
Just know that. All right.
So I didn't go to college because I was tired of school. Like
Yeah.
high school was easy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, do I regret finishing high school early? 'Cause I finished high school 6 months early.
Mhm.
I should never rush. But after I finished high school, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to go to school.
Yeah, that's what I
So,
have a lot of people.
and then so I started to have fun, party. You know what I'm saying? Be a teenager and whatnot. And then a
You
year,
get into more of that later. But okay, go
yeah,
on.
and then a year later, basically I'm having a kid.
Uh-huh.
So it was for me. It was like, damn,
Yeah.
this is crazy. You know what I mean? Because as a kid, I wanted kids, but I ain't want kids right now.
Look,
Mhm.
look, Lauren, you're not old enough to watch this, but if it's still gonna be there in
I
like 10
apologize,
something years,
Lauren.
right? So,
Yeah.
so we're gonna get into the nice just details for your pops and stuff, all right? All right. So, what was the worst part about having a kid young?
The worst part is not having yourself together.
Okay.
Because see, when you have a kid, everything is about your kid. So now you got to make double the money to take care of your kid, and living in New York yourself
Yes.
is hard. So that was the hardest part. Because I always say like I like to give advice on people younger or people who want to have kids, even if you're my age.
Mhm.
Make sure you have yourself together in your own place before you have kids.
All right.
Because having kids and living with somebody is very very tough. So well, overall, yeah, it's definitely hard, but it's also a blessing.
So okay, so now because there's also a stigma, right?
Right.
Where having kids young is a good thing because now when you're in your 40s, you don't have to change diapers.
Yeah.
Now and you have a kid where that's gonna be like 16, 17 doing their own thing now. And now you get to retire and live your retirement life. Now, so do you feel like having a kid young is better than having it older, or do you feel like like you say, you should be established. You should be okay. So is that better to have it established or to have it young and then have it then be already older?
That's a good question because I feel like it's tricky because, yeah, having a kid young, you get to experience life. Like, for example, my mother had me at 15.
Okay.
So think about it. When I'm 15, she's 30. Right now I'm 28, she's 43.
Yeah.
So you think, damn, that's still young. Because 40 is still young.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. 40 is still young.
So you want to tell people how old you are real quick?
I'm 28.
He old. He old. That's what we get into.
You know what I'm saying? So, but for me personally, I feel like you're supposed to have, it don't matter what age, well, obviously you can't be too old now.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just best to wait until you have yourself together.
So do you have the ideal age to have a baby? Or is it all based on circumstances?
I think for me it's more circumstances.
Mhm.
But then again, I also say you should have kids before 30.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I feel like you should, like, you want to live your life,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, while you're still a little bit young,
Yeah.
and whatnot, but you got to do what's best for you. Everybody's different,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? But I'm glad I have my kid young because now,
Yeah. Now you older, so now you
Yeah.
don't have to go through all that crying at
exactly.
night in the morning,
I'm
right?
not, for me, I ain't trying to be 30.
Get ready for all over again. Okay, and now, so good. I have a question to you, right? Because I've been wondering this, right? So let's say, you had Lauren at 21, right?
Right.
Do you regret how, like, waiting till Lauren's so older to have, like, another baby, or would you want to have another one early?
Nah, actually, I wish it was earlier.
Earlier?
Because the reason why, because, my daughter's turning 7,
Mhm.
so they're going to be 7 years apart.
Okay.
So I really wish they were like 2 or 3 years apart.
Mhm.
You know what I'm thinking? But everything happens for a reason.
I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I think 10. I think about 7 is a good. But I think 10 is a cutoff where it's like, okay, now it's like they already experienced like half a life basically,
Right.
or at least a third of a life.
Yeah.
Now it's like now they have to deal with the baby. They didn't grow up together. You feel me? So I feel like 7 is a good cutoff to have another kid.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I just wish it was like 3 because, like, for me, I feel like when you're that close, you get to grow up together more. Because now it's like my daughter's 7, so when
Mhm.
she's 14, my son will be 7.
Mhm.
So she'll be going to high school. He's
He
know what I'm
better
saying?
be 8th grade. He better be 8th grade
Right.
type shit. You feel me?
right.
So
But that's what I wish. But I'm sorry. I'm glad I got my 2 kids though.
yeah. All right. So now speaking on that topic, right? About growing up and everything.
Yeah.
Growing up, I know you had dreams and everything, right? So did having a baby early stop that dream, or was it like after the rush to grow up, to now have this baby, or is it like can I still follow my dreams and and are you still following your dreams at this age?
To be honest, I stopped my dream.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to play be in the NBA.
Talent, like look. If there was a metaphor for hard work beats talent, right? I've tried. All right, because look, I never had talent in basketball. He had all the talent. I had to work my ass off. But I'm not saying he didn't work off, but it's like when you have natural given talent, all you gotta do is work hard and add to it. You feel me? When you don't have any, you have to work 2 times harder. You feel me? But all right, but back to the question, right? So so dreams. You want to be a basketball player, right? But I mean, it's everybody's dream. I mean, really, you know.
Yeah, it is everybody's dream. But for me, it was like basketball was just amazing. Like just to like just to play. Like even now I think about it because I haven't played ball in years.
Yeah.
But even now I think about when like we was kids.
Yes.
We was fucking playing ball.
Busting ass like 3 in the morning.
Busting ass
like 3 in
all
the morning.
day. Like we just playing ball. Like we ball like at 1 in the morning. Let's go play ball for 2 hours.
Yes.
Like we was playing ball every single day after school. You know what I'm saying? Like playing ball to me is the best stress reliever because it's just different. Like it's different. And for me as a kid, like first time I saw watch basketball, I think it was the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I became a Kobe fan. Rest in peace.
Yes.
And ever since then I want to be like Kobe. And I just love playing ball. But overall, for me, I stopped myself because I guess you can say it was. Oh, honestly, it was the lack of confidence.
Yeah.
But also, it was mostly because of what I was going through at home.
Yeah.
You know, not feeling like you don't have nobody there for you, no family.
Yeah.
That shit hurts. And then on top of that, I went to John Adams High School, where the coaches was biased.
That's the second time. Look, by the way, guys, if you haven't seen episode 1, go check it out, guys. Right? You know, they went to the same high school at the same time, right? And the second time that I heard the coach there was fucking, horrible.
Yeah.
And I get that. And I don't know if I have anybody from Park East watching that, but y'all know Mill Brand was cheap.
Like you had players who who's probably one of the best, who wasn't on the team, but basically because they didn't get picked because they wasn't ass kicking.
Yes.
Like the coach name was Pittman, and he was different. He only picked people who kiss his ass.
Yes.
So I tried out, and I felt like I did great. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll be real. If I messed up, I messed up. But I know I did great, and I didn't get picked. But you had guys who didn't do well, and they got picked all because they kissed his ass. That's how I was in that school.
That'd be the worst. All right, so now this is a good transition right into this, right?
Right.
Because I always feel like this all the time, right? And I mentioned this before, like when that week I went to Connecticut and all the. I went there for a couple months, right? I sat there and then I actually played ball, and for the team out there, it was a great experience. Eventually, we came back, right? But like, do you feel like you would have had a better experience or better opportunity elsewhere, or would you feel like you just had the wrong high school or wrong time?
I think that's a great question. Cause I feel like it's a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was definitely the wrong high school, but I also feel like it was because I was in New York too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of I blame myself because overall, even though I went through a lot, I still should have kept trying hard.
Yeah.
And I just said fuck it. And then ever since then, like I didn't really care about being NBA. Like, I still played ball, but it just was like okay, whatever.
So after the NBA, what did you look to? Because I know probably security wasn't the first thing that you did, right? So what helped you get into your overall jobs now and what you do now?
Well, actually, what got me into security was actually my mom's ex-boyfriend. He did security, and I always thought it was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Also, I heard that was pretty much it was an easy thing to get, and it was. Once you get the license, which is a little bit expensive depending on where you go. The price is kind of overrated depending because of the pacing. But basically, I did the classes. I got into security, and then I applied. Because the license takes about it takes about a month to get the ID.
Took me a minute to get my shit.
Oh wow, yep. That ID you can't work. So
yep.
Once I did that, I applied for security, and they had me at Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That job was lit.
Was it really?
It was it because the girls.
I'm dead.
Sorry, Keith.
Look, we have timestamps. Just get past it.
So, because for one, the place was lit. The managers was lit. The co-workers was lit. Everybody had good vibes.
That's the best place to work.
You know what I'm saying? And then, the girls there was lit. The area was nice and whatnot. And it was just like, it was an easy job. You check the seats. Make sure nobody steal. Somebody steal you.
That's how I had it in Burlington. After that, I feel you.
They tell you don't.
Easiest job.
They tell you don't do anything. So I ain't doing that.
So I got into it.
I saw you.
Into it. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. So let me tell this real quick. Right. So I worked in Burlington. Like I'm not gonna say which one, but our job was to loss prevention. So it's like not to stop people from stealing. Right. And my first day on the job. My very first day on the job, Burlington. Right. I go. I got my vest on, thinking I'm pretty cool and shit. Right. So now I'm in the front. I'm greeting people. Hello, welcome. Good morning. This guy comes in. We have radios. Call him out. This guy's wearing this and that, right? And I was working with an old guy. He bald. He think he one of the white guys and he the shit. Yeah. You feel me? But he cool and shit. Like if you don't bother him, right. But other than that, he think he the shit.
Right.
doing it for like 20 years, that type shit, doing that shit in
That's
Burlington for 20 years, right? Imagine that, doing the same shit for 20 years, right? So then he call him out. I hear him arguing, so I run over there and I'm like, yo, is there a problem, bro? I kid you not, this guy gets in my face. Oh, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't stealing. Tell this old nigga get out my face. Blah 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 blah. Right? Getting loud. So now I'm not gonna lie. I pick up my pants and I'm like, yo, bro, you got about a couple of seconds before you get out of my fucking face, before I really beat your ass. And then he gets mad and pushes. I won't say his name. Wait. I pushes the guy. Right? As soon as he pushes him, I go boom, pushed him back.
I saw that.
Pushed him OD.
Yo.
I pushed this man to the point when he almost fell back, right? He gets up, and when I shit you not, he pulled out a pair of pliers. I started dying. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what are you gonna do with a pair of pliers? What you gonna do? What you gonna do with that, yo, bro? And then, we kick him out after that, and then, after that, I got so many stories to tell, guys. Don't worry. Over the time, if you stay tuned, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I promise you more stories will come.
I ain't gonna lie, if you don't have patience, don't do security.
Yes.
Security, you need patience. Like, honestly, you can't do nothing. But they tell you don't. If they try to hit you or they steal, whatever they do, just call for backup or call 911. You can't do nothing. So let's say we were doing security. Let's say I was a customer, and I walked in and you were doing it and you was the one to go. Yeah. I can hit you, but you can't be back.
Nope.
If you do, you get fired. And they know that. They know that. Like, yeah, he can't because he fired. Mm-hmm. So they try to abuse it. I don't listen. Luckily, I never really got to that point. Shit. Only working at Chase, like the bank. Where I got to that point one time was a customer who was homeless and he was in the front and he had a Ford Loco. And he would come in like once a week, no lie, once a week. Yeah. And he would just open door people and ask for money. So I was telling you, you can't be here. First you say nicely, you don't want to cause a scene. I was telling you, excuse me, sir, can you go over there with that? You can't drink in front. Mm-hmm. He like, nah, go back inside. Fuck you. No lie, mind your business. What the fuck? So I ain't right, bro. I'm like, did he just tell me that? So like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, I should hit this dude. But then I'm like, I'm gonna get fired because they tell you will get fired. Yeah. So I called the cops. Cops took 3 hours to come. Came, did nothing. Boy walked away. Soon he left, he came back. Then the guy, he grabbed the rock and he threw it against the glass and the whole shit cracked. And he's like, all I did? Call the cops. So if you don't have patience with security, it's not for you. Don't do it. It's an easy job, but it's not for you.
It is. It's an easy job. I mean, and me, I work in an area where it's a lot of old people. So I mean, a lot of cool people. A lot of old people. But yeah, I mean that is a good job. I'm not gonna front. So if y'all do want to ever get into it, I guarantee, look it up. It's courses all over the place. I mean, even in all over the place. But it is expensive. I'll give you that.
Overrated.
Right. All right. So now, like I said, this is when we get into the juicy stuff. Right.
Okay.
Right. I got timestamps, so we're just gonna do this, right? Where's the craziest place you ever beat your meat?
That's crazy. I love how you asked me this question. You asked nobody else's question.
I gotta keep it fresh.
I love that. I love that. I gotta think about that. I ain't gonna lie. The craziest place? Mm-hmm. Damn. It was a few. That's how I think of the craziest one.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit at work before.
What?
Yeah.
At work.
At work?
Yeah, right in the back. I ain't gonna lie.
You gonna say what job, but at work?
I ain't gonna say what job, but I ain't gonna lie. You ever just have one, as a guy, like, you get them days where it's like you just extra horny. But you at work, so you can't do nothing.
What I mean?
So I just went to the bathroom and.
Was it a public bathroom?
No, it was for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was for us. It was for us.
But it was like the workers' bathroom.
Yeah. So no customers, you know what I'm saying? Lock the door, nobody bother you, nice and quiet. I ain't gonna lie. After that, man, I was happy to work. I was super happy. I was in a good ass mood.
You nutted in the sink?
Huh?
You nutted in the sink?
No, I had sink. I had tissue and shit.
You want tissue and lotion?
Nah,
you was prepared?
It's tissue.
Oh, you was dry beating. Oh, you was dry beating, huh?
Don't judge me. That's probably was the place where I did my shit.
I think the craziest spot I beat my dick was in church.
Somebody say hallelujah.
Church.
Yeah, it was in when I back when I used to go to church back in Brooklyn and shit. I was was horny as shit.
Yes, Lord.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was reading I was reading like a Bible chapter, and it was some shit about like them getting naked or some shit. I don't know. I was reading something about getting naked, and I had to excuse myself, and I went into the bathroom, and it was like one of those bathrooms like where you have like stalls on each side. So I had to fat silently.
How old?
Huh?
How old?
I was like 14. I was like 14 type shit, right? I was like 14. I'm not gonna lie. I was probably like 12 to 14 range, right, around there, right? And boom, and I'm in there, I'm in the bathroom, and
niggas was jerking off in the bathroom.
I got somebody. I know I have like somebody in the stall next to me, because they peeing. I hear peeing in the back, and I ain't give a fuck. I had my PSP back then. Remember the PSP full of porn, full of prawn. I'm sorry, full of prawn. Right? I mean PSP full of it, and I was just going crazy in that bathroom. And when I tell you, God helped me nut that day. It was one of the best nuts.
He freaky. That's crazy. So did you pray after that?
I went back in that shit and I fell asleep. I went back in and it was one of those where like where had the kids sermons and the older sermons. I was finally with the adults and I was getting bored and that's why I was reading shit my PSP. And then so boom, I go back in there, they doing their little hallelujah shit. I fall right asleep.
This dude is crazy.
It was one of those nuts where you just beat up and fall asleep.
At 14 years old, damn, you going to hell. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. So now, all right. So now let's get back into it, right? Now I got a question for you. Now this, like I said, let's do this every time. A segment called "Pick Your Brain." Right. All right. So you find a book, right? A book is given to you, right? And you read it only to find out it's a book of your life, right? Now you get to the point where we are right now at this point, right? Would you turn the page and find out what happens next?
No.
It's a complete book about your life, set in stone. And like
I ain't gonna lie. I know I said no quickly, but that's a really.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Think about it.
Because, to find out like what's gonna happen next is different because that could fuck up a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so in the book, while you're reading it, it says it's a chapter in the book where you find the book, and it'll say like the book will be like okay, now he's thinking about turning the page. Does he do it? And then the answer of course is on the next page, but you have to turn and read the rest of the page to find out.
Yeah.
So it's like would you do it? And it would contain everything about you because like I said, it's set in stone that you're gonna read this book. So now the rest it goes based on what you decide. So what would you do?
That's tough because like you would want to see it's like especially if you're doing bad like shit's not going well for you. You want to see see if anything good is gonna pop up to make you like a little more motivated. But then it's like damn, what if it's something good and it could have been a surprise like you know what I'm saying? Or what if you know what's gonna happen and then somehow you fuck it up? You fuck something up about doing something now and then fuck up the future type shit. So it's a mixy question, honestly. That's hard.
Like it wouldn't be a book that would contain lottery numbers and it would just be about you. So like let's say like right now, like tomorrow you decide to go get a sandwich from the store. It'll have that, and then it'll just have a detailed thing about your life. You feel me? So let's say like have when your baby's born, it'll have but also it also have the bad things. Let's say it'll have when you lose your job, right? Okay. So now think about it. Is it happening because you read the book? Or is that just like life and fate now? So now let's go into that. Do you believe in fate and destiny?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
I do 50-50. I feel like certain things are meant to happen and certain things are not meant to happen. Okay. But for me, the way how I feel like these days, knowing me, I probably would open that book just to see. Okay. I think I would take that chance. Yeah. Just to see if anything's good out of it. But it's tricky, honestly. That's a good question. Yeah. That's hard. I think it depends on the moment you're in. I feel like if you're doing not even bad, but like you're depressed. Yeah. I feel like you would open that chapter just to see if anything good pops up. I would. But I feel like if you're doing well, I feel like you're like, I don't wanna risk nothing. But
I would, and I don't think I would read it per se. I think I would skim it. I think certain things am I gonna find a job and I'm gonna be successful? Yeah. What am I thinking about doing? Right. You feel me? How am I gonna edit? I'll probably do it. I'm not gonna lie. I think I would.
That's tough. Cause now, what if it does mess up your mess up a lot of things though? That's going on. That's the tricky part about it.
But is it really messed up or was that meant to happen? Like you feel me? Because at a certain point in my life, I was meant to find this book, right? So, and I chose to open it and read it. Now, everything happened, is it because, like I said, is it because I read the book?
Right.
But to me, I think it would have happened because I read the book,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be because, I'm sorry, let me rephrase this. All right. It wouldn't be because I read the book. It was destined to happen anyway.
Okay.
So, so if it wasn't I opened this book, I read it, yeah, but whatever I was going to do in the future is going to happen anyway.
Right.
No matter what, no matter if I read this book, if I don't read this book, whatever that's gonna happen is gonna happen anyway.
Right. So
you
what I know now.
Yeah,
I can respect that.
All right. So another one, right? Right. So, okay. All right, ready? One more time. Would you still beat off if every time you nutted, it was one big nut and you have to fight it?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Yo, imagine that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, you ever, just to think about that, you're like, damn, like a big ass cloud just trying to smoke you for no reason. Like,
It's like saying, when you beat up, you sometimes nut in your hand. You just punching it.
that's true, but still, but he's like trying to get your face though.
Like one clean, good hit.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm still beating my shit. I guess.
My nigga.
I guess you gotta see me every night.
You're gonna wake up in the morning and be in the bathroom, in the shower, slipping on semen.
Bathroom, no homo. We
said you
slipping
got
on
a rocket.
semen.
It's mine, right? You gotta see me every night. Fuck that.
I want to get back into where, life and shit, right?
Right.
You're juiced. Take steroids?
Who?
You! If y'all, I know on my Spotify app,
Not
or
even.
Google playlist, y'all don't see, I would say go to YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube. You got to see.
I'm not even. Listen.
No.
I never ever. This guy's funny. I never ever took steroids. I'm not even that big. First of all, he's chatting.
Juiced.
You know what it is? Because I was skinny in high school. I was like,
so you be one of them, skinnies and you beef up, Okay, so why don't you become a personal trainer?
because I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of work.
Mhm.
And it's fun and all. It's cool, but it's also like you gotta have patience working with people. And I fight dealing with people from training my friends and them not coming and then saying they'll come in late. I was like, yeah, that shit not for me.
Okay.
But I was skinny. I was 135 in high school.
Yeah.
And then I was tired of being skinny. Because to me, being called skinny, frail, bony is worse than being called fat.
No, it's not.
To me, I feel like it is.
Okay.
I feel like, well, you mad, like girls say, you mad skinny, you front out. Then like, you mad fat. Like, I feel like it's worse. So I was tired of being called skinny. So when I graduated high school, I joined the gym. My friend trained me for like 2 weeks. He was in the gym for mad long. He trained me. After I did it on my own, and to me, gym is just like, it's fun. Like, if you stressed out, go to the gym.
Okay, so that basketball reliever, you just transitioned from basketball into going to the gym.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so now let's go into the gym aspect, right? Because this is one of the topics that I really wanted to get into, right?
Right.
Because I'm pretty slim, but I'm not like fit. I'm athletic. I can do my thing, but I wouldn't call myself gym fit.
Right.
So what would be any tips to anybody starting off, trying to get into the gym? Anybody trying to trying to work out and better themselves? I want to go into your eating habits. Do you change your eating habits to go into? What kind of weights do you lift into? All that.
I always tell people, like, when it comes to diet, I don't know nothing about that because I eat whatever I want. Everybody's body's different.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you how to eat. Obviously, I can tell you the basic stuff, like basically, don't go to the gym and then go buy McDonald's after that because people do that. It doesn't make sense. Obviously, you want to cut down on the sugar, drink more water. Don't drink a lot of soda because soda, gives you a belly. But overall, you gotta find what's best for you. Like for me personally, I'd rather lift weights than do calisthenics.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't mind doing pull-ups. I love doing dips.
What is calisthenics?
Basically, it's for people who go to people who go to the parks and they go on the
the jungle gym and
the
the little workouts. Okay.
They do the handstands and all this shit. They go on the wall. Like that's people who do that. I'm not into shit like that.
All right. So you're going. So okay. So now go into people beginning. What do you start with?
I would say if you're a male, you definitely should go. For me, you should go at least 4 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week.
Okay, doing what? Let's go from your experience, right? So you're a skinny male trying to Trying to get juiced up.
right? So what I did was if you want to get bulked, you gotta eat a lot.
Okay.
I mean, like heavy meal. Like to get bulk is easier than to tone, because with tone you gotta diet. But everybody loves to eat. So to bulk you gotta eat burgers, steak, ribs,
So red meat.
okay. Pork, all that good stuff. That's how you gotta eat to gain muscle. When I first started, obviously I was young, so I could eat whatever I wanted. I didn't really gain nothing, so I was gaining mad muscle. That's how I was able to get big fast. But I was gymming almost every day, because that's what I love to do.
Yeah.
But for me personally, one day make it a different workout. So let's say you start Monday. Monday it could be arms, tricep, bicep, your bicep. People who don't know. Tuesday it could be back. You know what I'm saying? You could do back. Wednesday you could do shoulders. Thursday it could be legs.
Yeah.
You know, every day is a different workout, but also add cardio in there. You want to add cardio, because even though you gain muscle, you don't want to get it. You don't want a belly.
All right, so let's say you know now you go to the gym, right? Let's just give a little example of a time frame.
Right.
Right. You go to the gym at 4 o'clock, right? Oh no, sorry, 4 o'clock. Let's say you go to the gym at 12 o'clock, right? Now when you first go to the gym, right? You know you're skinny. You're starting to build up muscle and everything. Do you start off with like going to the treadmill, working out, and then going to like let's say it's leg day, or no, let's say it's chest day. Do you go to the bench press? Do you go like what do you start off with, and then what do you finish with, and how long would you be there? To each rep, would you do like a rep of 10 for 30 minutes? Go into that.
Okay, so usually like with me, I'll say cardio for last, because cardio is a little more boring. So I always say cardio for last. But like if I'm doing chest, for me it's best to use. I learned that it's best to use free weights. So like you can use the chest press, the bench press, but when you use dumbbells, it builds your chest way faster and is way stronger.
Okay.
So basically, you get the dumbbells and you do this. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to show you about the weights, but just go on YouTube and look it up. Just type in dumbbell chest press, dumbbell chest press, and it'll show you how to build chest. But yeah, like it's all depends on how you. Because there's just people who go to the gym and they do cardio first. They run for a little bit.
That's what I do.
You know what I'm saying? And then they get that, they get warmed up, and then they go do weights. I'm the opposite. But everybody's different.
Yeah.
Also, as far as time, honestly, when you by yourself, you can go to the gym for a good 35 to 45 minutes. There's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with going over. But when you by yourself, as long you can go to the gym for less time. You don't have to be there for an hour and a half. Yeah. Like you don't have to. Now, if you with your friends, because you bullshitting, you messing around, you taking turns doing reps, and then it takes a little longer. Yeah. But other than that, it all depends on you. As far as the reps, usually I like to tell people, let's say you're doing a curl up, try to do at least between 8 to 10. Okay. You know what I'm saying? 8 to 10. And when you do it, make sure you breathe. You got people who be like, they can't breathe, they have asthma. It's like, yo, make sure you breathe in, you breathe out when you're lifting your weight.
So like breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth type shit. Okay.
If you don't do that, you don't want to pass out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But try to do 8 to 10 reps. Take your time. Don't lift no heavy ass weight doing you by yourself, because you will die.
Always have a spot. Always be careful in the gym.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you ask somebody in the gym, they'll spot you.
Yeah. But very friendly.
Yes.
Surprisingly, they're very friendly. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, so as far as like going to the gym and getting better at yourself, right? Would you recommend that everybody to be go get juiced up, go to the gym? Would you recommend that? Would that be like a actual lifestyle?
I mean, I would recommend just go to the gym just to be healthy. It doesn't matter if you decide you want to gain muscle or just tone up. As long as you're working out, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, working out is important, because at the end of the day, you ain't trying to be. You have people who are 35 and can't walk a block without being tired. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not healthy. You got people who are actually older than us who are actually more fit. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter if you want to gain muscle. If you want to gain muscle, cool. You want to get toned out, just lean with the 8-pack. You know what I mean? As long as you're working out, it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah.
All right, so guys, it's time for our daily biggest sit moment.
Prepare for that question. I know what's coming.
For me, all right. So guys, if you watched it, every episode we ask our guests their biggest simp moment, male or female. Don't worry. So just to go explain it for our newcomers here, being a simp is when you go out of your way to do something for your partner and receive little in return, right? Something like that.
Oh, so it has to be a partner. It could be with just.
No. I mean, it could be with anybody. I mean, if you're trying to get some, some cheeks. I mean, yeah.
So I remember, I ain't gonna lie, this story get me tight. I was like 14. I was dating this girl. I'm not gonna say her name.
Yeah.
And it was probably get doing that for like maybe like 2 months. But actually, I really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I remember it was snowing like a motherfucker. It was mad snow outside. Nobody was going nowhere. She told me that she was hungry and she had no money to eat, and her father wasn't trying to give her no money or whatever.
Yeah.
So I like her. You know what I'm saying? I also want to smash. So I said, I'll bring you some money and you can buy yourself food.
Yeah.
So no, she lived. I was in Jamaican Queens. She lived. I felt like she lived somewhere by Forest Hills.
Yo, so if y'all don't know, that's a far ass
Forest
bus ride. A far ass
Dang.
bus ride.
So no, it was one of them snowstorms. It was mad snow.
Yeah.
And I had the no face on. You know what I'm saying? Still mad fucking cold. Go outside, walk into the bus, which is like probably like 20 minutes away, well, probably 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
And the bus took like an hour to come because it was mad snow. Then I
Standing
had to
in the
hop on
cold,
the train
freezing.
still. E-train to Forest Hills, if you know if you're from Queens,
Yeah.
you know about the E-train. And it took me about 3 hours to get to her. And when I got to her, I gave her the money. I'm thinking she gonna invite me inside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she be home by herself. We gonna kick a little bit. I didn't think I was gonna give her the money
Yeah.
and then just go home. So I said, I told you don't invite me inside. She's like, oh no, I just need money for food. You can go by. You can go now. I was like, you dead ass? And no, I gave her my last $10.
Alright, so
I didn't get no buns, nothing. And no, I'm 14, but you know,
that's a long ass trip.
That's a
14.
long-ass trip.
That's a big
you
trip.
know what I'm saying? So when I went, so now it took me another 3 hours to get home.
Yeah.
So in total, it was the whole time was 6 hours. 3 hours to get there, 3 hours to get back. And I was hurt. I'm like, damn. Like imagine traveling 3 hours in the snow. And like I said, it was mad snow to get some girl money to eat. And
Yeah.
and you're thinking that okay, I'm gonna get some buns. You know what I'm saying? Something inside. We're gonna lay down.
Mhm.
She told me to go home. I was sick.
Freezing
was
cold. Go
so
home.
sick. I did all that traveling. I was so upset. That shit hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie.
So speaking of Simps, right? Because so if y'all didn't watch it, everybody from the first podcast, right? That we told the Daryl story, right? And you see how you had some words on that one. So so go get into that.
So-
Go get into that day. That shit.
So basically, I was dating this girl.
Mm.
I don't say her name.
Yeah.
And for about maybe 4 or 5 months, and my boy Daryl was over. Funny ass dude.
Hilarious.
She had a friend. I forgot how the convo started, but she had a friend from my boy Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
So we hype. You know how guys get. They man, you about to be lit, double
Mhm.
date. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So he asked us to see her face. You know, see a picture of her. So then she's like, oh yeah, I got you. So her friend, the girl, sent a picture of a different girl.
Oh yeah, it was someone on the side. She was standing on the side.
It was a different girl, and I never even saw how she really looked, so I didn't know. So we thinking, oh yo, she look good, we lit. The girl looked like she was Spanish, like a model type body. I'm like, okay, we about to be lit. So we hyped. So we planned a movie. We planned a movie date. It was me, my ex at the time, the girl. He was supposed to come.
Mhm.
It was him,
and
Trey, right?
And Ito. Yeah, Ito.
Who?
Ito.
Who the hell's Ito?
Ito.
So yeah, it was So we niggas go to movies. I forgot to see what. I don't remember what he's gonna see, but we waiting. Me and Daryl, Trey, Jonathan, we all waiting. We happy as fuck. We lit. So then finally, my ex comes and then we asking where's the girl, and we thinking it's gonna be some hot girl, some hot model girl.
Yeah.
And then the girl finally pulls out, and Daryl's face. Like, I wish I could show you his face. Like, you don't understand. Like, he was so defeated. Like, he was like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this?
Looking
And
behind her and shit.
No,
like,
I said I never saw her before. So I'm thinking the same thing is going to be some hot girl. Yo, no disrespect. She was hit.
yo.
She had, her teeth was messed up. You know what I'm saying? She was shorter. She looked. She had no body, nothing. He was sick. He was cursing for like an hour. No, we laughing. We dying. We not even.
And this girl's just standing there taking it.
Like, you talking about catfish? He got catfish.
Like a champ.
He was like, I ain't paying for this bitch. I ain't paying for you. And he didn't pay for her. What, did he pay for her?
Yeah, he did. We could miss in the paper. Cause it was fucked up. Because it was fucked up that she came over this way without money.
Like, that was probably the funny day of my life. And the thing about it, I dared him. I was like, you kiss her, I'll give you $10. At first, he wasn't with it. I'm like, I got you, bro. $10, I'll give it to you on everything. He did it. He kissed her. I ain't give him nothing. I was like, I got one more. I bought popcorn. You know what I'm saying? He was tight. Yo. He was mad. Like, even to the day, I brought it to him like a year ago. And I brought it to him. I was like, yo, remember what happened with the He was like, yo, fuck you, man.
All right, so let's get into this, right? Because we could air it out. It's aired out right here, right now, right? I don't know if you remember this one time, right? It's one time, right? Right? We in the room, right? We used to live in a house back in Queens, right? We in a room, right? He's with his girlfriend. I ain't gonna say no names at the time, but it was yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? And so he's with his girlfriend. You know, they in the bed, right? And they chilling, right? So I'm on the computer, minding my business, right? You know, cause like I said it before, computer time was golden time. You feel me? You feel me? So we chilling there, right? We chilling there. I'm on the computer, I'm on MySpace at the time, doing, and I'm on the bed, and I'm like, so I turn around real quick, and then the covers, and I'm like, nah, I'm in the room.
I ain't gonna lie, I warned you and Trey to get out. Y'all ain't want to get out.
Yo.
Especially Trey, he didn't want to get out.
Yo.
So I was like, all right, it's my room.
Yo.
Y'all gonna stay or y'all gonna leave?
Right? And then next thing I know, the back of my head gets hit with a flying underwear. I had drawers on the back of my head. Yo, I swear you can call me Captain Underpants. It was it was like, okay, you ever throw a horseshoe and it starts swirling? That's how it hit on my head.
And he had long hair too, man. So you know, his hair was sticking up. That shit was just hanging.
That shit swirled like that, right? I turn around.
I was an asshole. I ain't gonna lie. But they didn't want to get out, and he still didn't get out.
I swear, we took the underwear off and act like shit.
We had some good times back then.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, this is the segment we're gonna get into it because we're gonna get it out now. Yo, remember I was wild as a child too. Yo, remember I tried to stab Josh? I done stabbed him a couple of times.
Yo, you tried to stab Josh. Then you hit Clayton with something?
Okay, let's say, I'm not gonna lie, guys. As a child, I was wild, right?
He was wild.
And so remember, I was hanging out with older kids, so you try to be, up there to the child. And I don't know, they was making fun of me, and I was sensitive. And I remember I chased Clayton out the house with a knife. With a knife. I had a knife.
Hey, no, Clayton is mad. Like he was short.
Clayton.
Yeah, he was mad fast. Like, he's just running. He got a knife. Man. It's like, yo, what is this kid doing? Again.
Yo, I swear, I think I lost in the game, and he was making fun of me, and I got tight, and he chasing me.
Yo, that was funny. Like, Clayton was scared for his life. No, you see a chubby kid who's short chasing you at night. You like, yo, what is wrong with this kid? Like,
and I remember, Josh stayed over the crib. It was when Josh stayed over the house. And remember, you had to hold me back. I think because I threw a knife at him because he ran outside. He said something.
That?
Yeah, he said something. And he ran outside and took a knife and I threw it across the street from the porch.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
From the porch.
He had anger problem. I don't know what it was.
Yo, I can't tell me. I can't tell me.
I remember as a kid. Remember when you fucking hit me with
the garden hose?
Yo, I wanted to kill this nigga.
Alright. Hear me out. Ready? This is how that happened, right? We was all playing. My Uncle John we was all playing, right? And we was playing soccer. We played soccer in the gates. Remember that?
Yeah.
We played soccer in the gates. And we was playing soccer, trying to kick the ball back and forth, and I fell, and I scraped the palm of my hand. I scraped the palm of my hand. At the time, I was young, so I started, tearing up a little bit, right, and it was bleeding. So I was like, I went, Carlos, can you kiss my hand? He's always like, I ain't fucking kissing your hand. I'm kissing your hand. I look like,
hell no.
So I'm like, kiss my hand. And our cousin is sitting there laughing at me and shit. He's like, I'm not kissing your hand, right? So he goes, he's gonna go back to playing. I get tight. And like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I have a little bit of anger issues, is why we mentioned earlier, right?
Yeah.
And I take the garden hose and I swing that shit, and I hit him right in the head. He starts bleeding. And I remember, he smacked the living dog shit out of you. He got tight and smacked me right after that.
I wanted to kill this dude. I ain't gonna lie.
And then,
that shit
and then
hurt.
Danny grabbed you. And then Danny grabbed you. And then I got in trouble and shit.
Yo, like the metal part to the water hole.
Yo, like it was a
doing,
perfect
like,
swing.
Perfect swing. Like it hit. Like I was, man. Like I was angry. I wanted to kill this little dude. I was like, they were holding me back like, yo, little sucker.
Shit. All right. So we used to have a lot of fun times, right? And this is the part of the podcast where I like to get into, like, you know. So we had a lot of fun times playing Mario Party, Mario Kart, Naruto, Revolution, Dragon Ball Z, all that, right? So what is your favorite game of all time?
My favorite game of
All time. I know you don't game like that though, right? So what's your favorite game of all time?
Like overall, like back then. Like
Hey, overall.
I ain't gonna lie. My favorite game would probably be Mario Party. Either Mario Party or Street Fighter.
Okay.
That's probably one of my two.
Yeah.
Cause Mario Party, you know, back in the day, like
That shit was
I was
lit.
the best. Like
It's a cheat.
the
Used to cheat.
thing about Mario Party, it's like a relaxing game. Like it's like 4 y'all, you play it once. Like it's like yes, I miss the old days. Like,
Yeah.
and the Street Fighter, you know, he's not fucking with Street Fighter. Even to this day, you're not fucking with
I'll
Street
beat
Fighter.
his ass, Street Fighter. I'm like that now.
He do it every
I'm
time.
like that now.
He do this every time.
I'm like that now, y'all.
Yeah,
Feel me? Alright, so, you know, like, alright, so just, so, you know, get back into it, right? So living in NYC, let's tell you a funny, because I do this on every podcast. It's a new thing I want to do.
Okay.
What's your funniest train story? I know we've seen some wild shit on the train, and, you know, I want to get everybody's takes on how dangerous it is to live on the train and how funny it is.
Yo, living on NYC, like if you're not from NYC and you hop on a train, just make sure you prepare yourself. I think the funniest time on the train, no lie, I was drunk. I was gonna come back from a party. I had maybe like 19, 20, like just turned 20, and went to BB King's in the city and drunk as shit. Going home, listen, going home from the city mad late, you're gonna see some shit. So it had to be probably like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe 4:30 in the morning, and I was going home by myself. And I'm on the train, and some guy was sleeping, so I ain't paying no mind.
Yeah.
So then he starts to scratch. He puts his hand in his ass, starts to scratch his ass. So then he's looking at me, and I'm like, yo. So then he keeps doing it, but he's like, he starts to laugh, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with boy? No, I'm drunk as fuck. I'm just trying to listen to music and go the fuck home. He just keeps scratching his ass, and then he pulled his pants down, threw his pants on the other side, and then went back to sleep. At that point, I was mad, but that shit I just started dying. I was laughing.
He had a strong out?
He had everything out. He had everything out. He pulled his pants down and went right back to sleep on the train. Like, listen, again, if you're not from New York and you go on the train, especially at nighttime in the city, you're gonna see some shit. You're gonna see people getting light on the train, getting on the phone, showtime, get on the train, and then you see people sleep on the train, people homeless, people ask you for bread. Like, it's a lot. It's also dangerous, so be careful, especially if you're a female. Be very careful. Walk with something. I tell everybody all the time, even my girl, like, walk with something, because these niggas pepper spray, because these niggas don't care.
Like, I'm not even gonna lie, and it's not even like just like overall. It's recently, you feel me? Because I think recently, like, what was it? I think the other day I was going to work, and I go to work, let's say like 6, 7 in the morning, right? And it's on home, like I said, homeless bum, just laying on the train, right?
Yeah.
And a matter of fact, cut that, right? So we in the train, right? And me and my girl, we going down to get Chick-fil-A and shit, right? Right? And yo, there's this one girl just smoking. I mean, a full-on blunt on the train, smoking and shit, right? And this white girl goes, "Is that weed?" And the black, you know how black folks be, be like, "It's a party, right?" Yeah, shit. You want to hit? White girl goes, "Hell yeah, I want to hit." Starts passing the blunt around the train. So I'm not gonna lie, I have a blunt in my pocket, right? Because we going down, to go out and shit. I got a blunt in my pocket. I swear to God, I want to pull it out and spoke with them so bad. My girl was like, "Don't do that, right?" Because it's a bad idea.
Right.
I'm not gonna front, bro. This white girl pulls out moon rock. I don't know if you know what moon rock is, right?
I heard about it before.
Yeah, moon rock is basically like one of the best types of weed.
Right.
Pulls it out, talking about, and moon rock is like $100, for an eighth. She pulls it out, talking about I paid $30 for it, and I'm looking. That's real fucking moon rock, right? gives it to this black girl for free. And she let her smoke on the train with her.
For free?
Bro, free.
That's crazy.
Talking about, oh, I got this deal downtown and shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, that was wild, right? So then, right, boom, coming back on the train, right? Coming back. I mean, it's the same day, coming back on the train, right? We see a homeless nigga come, and, you know, I don't know if y'all know. Everybody takes the train, know this one guy. He comes from the train, and he asks for money. And then people ignore him, right? So always ignore. Always ignore them because, you know, they want money not for food, not for vibe. They want it for drugs, right? But the hard drugs, not like weed and shit, like, you know, but the hard drugs, right? So he comes on, and when nobody asks him, this is what he goes. This is how he goes. This is, why doesn't nobody help me? Please. Y'all don't care? Fuck all y'all. Fuck you. And he starts pointing at people. And so if you're on a train and a bum starts pointing at you, you fighting a bum?
No, you don't fight a bum. You're not going to win that fight. You're not going to win.
I'm not going to bum out. I'm not going to lie. I'll be waiting for the day they try me.
Alright, so what if you fight a bum and he get naked?
I'm not fighting no man with a dick.
Alright. The only way I fight bum is if you get too close, but I never had that happen.
Yo, imagine that shit. He just fighting a dude and he just get full naked.
You know, you lost, nigga. You're not fighting no nigga with his dick out, like. But nah, being on the train is crazy. Like you see, even like when people, the dudes who get like, they come on the train. Don't get you people get a train to get like, you're trying to get money. Cool, you just there to. It's no harm. But what I don't like about it is that when y'all do that, and then when you ask, you walk around, you ask people for donations, and then as soon as somebody don't give you no money, it's fuck you. Everybody can suck my dick.
Yeah, like
y'all
broke.
Let me tell you something. For one, I don't carry cash.
Facts.
And my thing is also, you gotta understand, nigga, I'm broke just like you.
We all struggling out here.
So I may not have. Some people may not have money that day. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? On top of it, you gotta understand, I'm on a train every day, so I see y'all niggas do this every day.
I make money every day.
Even if somebody different, I saw the same shit.
Yeah.
Now sometimes if I see something different, or I got cash on me, I'll spend $1. Cool. No doubt.
Do some cool ass show.
At the end of the day, let's say there's no harm when y'all do it. But I feel like if somebody don't give you bread, you to get crazy and say all type of shit. Now you look crazy, and I'm definitely gonna give you nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? But New York is a crazy place.
Very
you know
much.
what I'm saying? If you're not from here.
So okay, and you know, speaking of, let's put it in like, you know, New York's crazy place and the wildlife, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, I ain't never been to a club. I ain't never been to nothing, you know. So that's not my scene, you know. So because I feel like if I go, I wouldn't be my scene anyway, right? So I want you to explain that. I want you to go like when you go to a club, like what you do, you know, like, you know, because there's some dude that probably, you know, I imagine go in there, huff up, try to get some bitches, you know, try to flex on bitches, you know, buy shots, you know. So like, you know, what is like the standard to go into a club and then what you do, and explain that from a singles point of view and then from a couple's point of view, because I know you go with your girl.
Alright, so the first time
me and my girl want to know.
The first time I've been to a club, I ain't know shit about clubbing. My boy, I was 18 actually. Okay. And my boy was a year older, but he knew the promoter, so he got me in and whatnot. Cool, you walk in, it's nice. You see a lot of older people, you know what I'm saying, and it's different. And I remember it was the club was called Mocha Club. I think it got shut down. Mocha Club in Queens. Yeah. I mean, I was with my boys. I was a little nervous because, like I said, this is my first time. I was all about playing ball. Yeah. I was with girls, but never really going out and partying. That wasn't my thing. And my boy gave me a cup of Henny.
Oh, Henny possible.
Know what I mean? A cup of Henny, and I never had it before.
Yeah.
So he gave it to me straight. But I was like, fuck it, I want to get loose. Like, so I'm drinking it. Like, I'm gulping the shit down, and no, it's fucking nasty. Henny is disgusting. I don't know how they drink
Henny
that
shit. That
shit is disgusting. Y'all can have that shit. I'm drinking it OD, and I start feeling a little blurry. Like, not sick, but I feel nice. But yeah. I start seeing like 2 people at once. Like, if it's you, yeah. I'm seeing 2 of you.
I'm crying.
So I had mad Henny, and then this girl came to me. No, Kamoka is like they play everything, but it's mostly like a West Indian type club.
Okay, like a record thing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I remember they was playing this one Indian song, and this Indian girl came over to me, and she wanted to dance. So I was like, fuck it. Know what I mean? And I remember they doing their Indian dance. I'm saying, you know how they dance with their arms like that. Yeah. So I started doing it too. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was just in a good mood. And I was lit. Yeah. But that was fun. But overall, it's like the club is not meant for everybody. Like
Mhm.
as a teenager, I used to use a club all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was fun. I feel like if you're not the type to, first of all, if you don't dance, don't go to the club. You know what I'm saying? Cause if you don't do it, just go to the club and stand by the wall, watching people girls dance, you weird.
But okay, but there's different kind of clubs though. Like like there's clubs where you just go and fist pump, get drinks, So what kind of clubs? Like you go to like the whining kind of clubs. Like
I like depend. Like I ain't from white clubs are dope.
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. White people know how to party. Y'all niggas know how to party.
yeah.
I like reggae clubs. I like everything. I don't if you play soca for more than 10 minutes, I'm smacking you. Reggae, rap, that's fine, but soca don't play that shit for more than 10 minutes. That shit get annoying. But again, like if you don't know how to dance, or if you don't like being around loud music for 3 or 4 hours, or you don't like being in a loud setting, it's not gonna be for you.
Okay.
Especially if you're in a party. Like I'm used to it now, and my girl's Jamaican, so she
Yeah.
loves to go to the party, line up,
Okay.
twerk, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a me hunt thing. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like some guys get mad when their girls go on the middle and dancing. Man, we out.
So wait, so you don't mind your girl dancing with other guys?
Nah, that's a dub.
Okay.
But I mean, like
okay,
dancing
okay.
with friends.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like back then we had a thing where we didn't mind it as long as it wasn't nothing crazy.
Okay.
But as you get older, you like, I
Yeah,
know
fuck
you
that shit,
you
you
like,
know? Yeah.
smack you. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, 'cause we seen this nigga podcast earlier, guys.
Now it's like, all right, cool, but it's not meant for everybody.
Mhm.
Like I'm not sure for you, it probably would be. You been to the club before?
No, never, ever.
Never?
Like I've never even stepped foot in that shit.
So knowing you, I feel like it wouldn't be for you. Like you wouldn't mind music, but maybe if you were single.
Yeah, okay,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it's different when you're single. You go to the club, it's different. Cause if you're a guy who likes to talk to girls and dance, whatever.
Yeah.
You single, then that's a good
That's a
good place to go.
entirely
If you get
conversation.
drinking, you dance with a girl. You know what I'm saying? You dance good, she may like you.
But yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you club, it's different.
But I've been to house parties, but it's not like, it's not like, actual club. Nah, like
House party is actually better than the clubs.
Where is it? House party?
Actually,
it's lit.
Club is whack. Lounges is more laid back.
Okay, so what? So like what? Like a hookah lounge?
Nah,
or
basically lounges are smaller. Like a club is usually like a big ass place. And it's mad, but a lounge is like a little hall room. Like let's say you going to prom. Like it's more laid back. It's smaller. Clubs are mad big. You know what I'm saying? Lounges is where I like it.
Okay, so somebody like me, what would you recommend? Like a lounge first?
A lounge first.
Yeah, because I went to Miami and did know nothing. I mean, like, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I went at a bad time, but
Miami was.
I didn't. I swear to God, I didn't. I didn't go. I tried to go to one club, and they were closed at like 12 o'clock. And I was like, all right, cool. I went to the beach. Miami was great when we went to the beach and everything like that. But clubbing scene, I guess I didn't get to experience it at all.
Because you gotta go with your boys. Again, like if you single, it's different from when you cuff.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe if you experienced it before you got cuffed, then maybe you'd been like, all right. But then again, it's not meant for everybody. Like clubs, even now for me, like I don't go to lounge like that. I'm saying once in a while.
Yeah.
Because to go every weekend, that's whack. And plus, you
I went to a bar. Is that kind of?
bar. To me, bars are more pointless.
Yeah.
In a
We
way.
just got home, right?
You just got home.
Yeah, but it was for an event though, like a gaming event.
Yeah.
So I had to attend to
Yeah.
I had to make appearance, but it was something like that, But so we had a round with the guy from Power, the Spanish dude with the beard. I know him. He runs. So okay, so I have to. Yeah, the Spanish dude with the beard, the one that was in Think Like a Man.
Oh, the lawyer.
Yes. I don't know. I never watched Power, whatever, but.
Oh, I don't think he's Spanish though.
I know. Oh, wait, no, he is. Like in real life, he is.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So we went to It was for when I used to play try out 2K League.
Okay.
I went to a Knicks gaming event, and he's like one of the investors in the gaming.
Right.
And he went there, and we was all talking, chopping it up. We watched 2K play, and he bought like 3 rounds of shots. And I'm not gonna lie, me going there, I went with my friends and stuff. We ordered for an event.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he was like, you want some shots? I was like, yo, what's up? We went there, took a picture. We chopped it up for like maybe a good hour. Just chopping up about gaming and shit. And I'm not gonna lie, he really into that shit. Into gaming and shit.
Really?
Yeah, into gaming and shit. He really into that shit. And I was sitting there like, it's 2K, and we just chopping up about that and shit. And I swear to God, I thought I was gonna get drafted, but. Yeah, you get drafted.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
But
right.
It all depends. Like if we was both single,
Yeah.
let's go to the club. I think you would enjoy it a little bit because you with the fellas.
Yeah, if I mean,
But I think
guys.
now that you cuffing shit is different.
Yeah. So now explain the scene like going with your girl like for the first time. Like say I want to go with my girl for the first time. like a nigga ever try to grab your girl, like, you know, away from you type shit, like, well, like, you know, like, you feel me?
If,
Because I'm not insecure to the point where it's like, I don't mind a nigga looking at my girl.
Yeah.
My girl look good, you know, so you're gonna look, you feel me? Everybody look. But when you get to, you know, like, when you get into dance and shit, like, you know, say go buy her a drink and not somebody nigga trying to follow the fuck her, you know?
so with me, like, as you get older, you understand a little more.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, somebody gonna look at your girl.
Okay.
Now, if you touch her, that's different.
Yeah.
So, like, when we go to the club, our rule is we just dance each other. If she want to dance with a girl, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have girls who look at your girl, especially when she dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, with me and my girl, like, I can be standing right. I can be standing like in the corner, and she can be dancing doing her own thing in a circle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not walking up to her. I won't walk up to her like, yo, what's going on? I'll let her push her. I'll let her push me away.
Okay.
Now I'm saying, now if you come back and you keep harassing her, that's when I step in.
Yeah.
But if you the insecure type, there's nothing wrong with that. Or you the jealous type, then for me going to and your girl likes to dance, you know what I'm saying, don't go to a club.
Okay.
Because you're gonna get jealous.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have mad dudes staying on her. You can't stop everybody
Yeah.
from staying on her. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a jealous type or insecure, it's not for you. But
Okay. Now, what kind of dance, like let's say you're going to a regular club, what kind of dance moves would you recommend for couples? Like, start off with, like, you know, I mean, like, you know, there's clubs we just go there and whine and run ass,
Yeah.
and then there's, like, you know, like the slow dance type shit, like, you know, you feel me?
I ain't a lot of salsa. That's where it's at.
Like, salsa.
It's that. Nah, it depends, cause most lounges, like, people like to hear that reggae, so reggae involves you whining and
Yeah.
you know, nowadays girls like to twerk. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. That's pretty much the new days and all these TikTok dances what the fellas usually do
Yeah.
and getting light. I mean, it all depends, like, cause some girls can't dance, so some guys can't dance.
Yeah.
So it all depends on you. Like my girl, she's Jamaican, so she could dance.
Yeah.
I'm alright,
Mhm.
but she could dance. You know what I mean?
Cool. All right. So now let's get into that, right? So this is a couple that you know, I had one last person that I had on my shout out to Aikido, right? He was in a relationship for 2 years, right? You know,
So that nice,
right? So what? Name 3 things you love about your girl.
She's very protective.
Okay, that's one.
She's caring,
Mm-hmm.
and she's very smart.
Okay, that's a great 3.
Very,
Okay. So and you know, when are you gonna get married?
I have no idea.
You can't expect you sit on this side, Keita. You proposed yet?
Yeah, I proposed. We've been engaged for, like, I want to say maybe 3 years, 4 years.
Engaged for 3-4 years?
Maybe
Okay,
a
so this is what I plan to do, right? When I do engage, I plan to just go to the courts. I'm not like and just have reception.
We actually talked about that because I'm not gonna lie, weddings, like, they cost
It costs a lot of money.
they cost too much. For
Yes.
me, I always told her, I'll keep it real. I'd rather buy a house
Yes.
than spend all that money for a wedding,
That's only one
and
time.
then for one time to have people who don't even care about me
Yes.
see it be there. Because honestly, I don't have a big, my
Yeah,
family's
big
but
side.
we
You feel
don't,
me? Yeah.
friends, family, I don't have really none of that. You know what I'm saying? So if I did have a wedding, who gonna be there?
Exactly. You feel me? Like
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably then we talked about it. Probably go to the court.
Yeah, go to court.
You know, and then have a reception.
Yeah.
Have a reception party afterwards. You know.
Right. I'd rather go to the courts, get married, and go on a fucking honeymoon.
Yes. Yes.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Let-
Yes.
let-
You feel me?
that's the way we celebrate. We go to a honeymoon.
Yes.
That's what I want to do. I prefer to do that.
Okay. All right. So and now, okay. So speaking of like going out and shit, it's a great transition, right? Where would you want to visit in the world? Like, you know,
I want to visit. When I was a kid, I always wanted to go to Hawaii. And
Hawaii?
I told myself, yeah, Hawaii. For my birthday next year, I want to go to Hawaii.
Okay.
Paris. I always want to go to Paris.
I heard Paris. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you watched Paris. I'm sorry if you are, but I heard it was very whack.
Really?
I heard it was very whack. I heard everybody out there rude and shit. But this is what I heard. People who went there, like, you know, I had a coworker who went there and back what was it, the Staples, went over there, right? And she said it was horrible. She said everybody there was rude, like it's expensive. The food out there is not that good.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know about Paris. But anywhere else?
But Hawaii, Paris. I want to go to Aruba.
Okay.
Japan. Still want to go to Japan. I definitely want to go to Japan.
Definitely 100%. I definitely want to go to Japan.
Those are my top 4 that I really want to go to.
Yeah.
But Hawaii's always been number 1 for me. Definitely Hawaii.
Okay. Well, shit. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think it was great.
Any final thoughts? Any final comments that you want to get out?
Let's talk about this basketball, yo.
Okay, yeah, that's for sure. I'm trying to get into it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I didn't know. Like I said, he's a long-time Laker fan.
Yeah, somebody.
But shit, we gonna talk about it right now, right? Like, what's up with the Lakers, bro? What's up, bro?
First, I'm a Warriors fan.
You a Warriors fan now? Okay,
Nobody plays for-
okay.
come on,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I-
okay, yeah, I can say that. It's been a couple years. Okay, it's been years.
I was a Laker fan growing up because once Kobe left,
Mhm.
I realized that I was really mostly a Kobe fan.
Okay.
Cause it's like now that he left, it's like listen.
It's kinda watching.
I don't hate LeBron.
Yeah.
I'm just he's not my favorite player. Like
Okay.
so it's for me, it's not the same as when Kobe was there.
Yeah.
But for years now, I've been watching the Warriors. I've been a Steph Curry fan for years. First,
Okay.
when I started watching when they used to go to the Spurs, I was like, oh shit, this team actually nice. Like I
Yeah.
fuck with Curry. Like, and then from there, I just kept watching them, and became a real fan. So right now, that's my team.
Okay, so who's the best player in the NBA right now? As of right now.
The best player in the NBA,
Right now.
I'm still gonna say Kevin Durant.
KD?
Yeah.
As of right now, okay. Why?
I think he's the best player in the world because can't guard him. He can shoot, mid range, three, pull up, free throws is great. He could defend, not the best defender in the world, but he could defend. And the guy he tore his Achilles and came back and he's still doing what he was doing before.
Okay, so now what about Giannis?
See, I know
Giannis is the best player in the world to me.
Giannis.
And you know, I know you've seen the stats on everything coming out that KD's over 5 since
Yeah.
playing Giannis. in the you know playoffs.
I wouldn't be mad if somebody said Giannis. That's because Giannis has been putting in work,
Yes.
and obviously they won last year, and they beat the Nets, which I was tight that game. Like,
Off a toe,
Alright.
a little toe that they lost.
I feel like if they win this year, because to me, honestly, I think the Bucks going back to the finals.
Yes. Actually, I got Philly. I'm not gonna lie. I might have Philly.
I think the Bucks, but that's gonna be a good one though.
Yeah.
But I think if he wins this year, I think he'll be considered the best player in the world because that's not front. LeBron is he's great, but he's older now. He ain't the best. No
Yeah,
more.
LeBron not the best player in the world.
So,
no more,
I still think KD though personally.
I mean, just saying we missing somebody. I mean, my boy John Morant up
John
there.
Morant's
My boy
John Morant's a beast.
My boy Ja up there.
I ain't gonna lie, they look scary. Memphis is
Like
they
yo,
look
I,
scary.
and I'm not okay. The reason why I love John so much is he reminds me so much of D Rose. Like he's
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, he
That's
might
a
be a
fact.
little better than D Rose at his prime, and it's amazing. Like, and I never thought in my wild because I'm a Rockets fan, right? I'm still a Rockets fan at heart. I love the Rockets to this day. Like you know, Jalen Green's gonna be great and Kevin Porter's gonna be great. I love the Rockets, but Ja Morant has caught my eye. That
John Morant
he's amazing.
He's fire. I'm not gonna front that the way he be flying, and he can score whenever he
Whenever.
you feel like it. Like he definitely reminds me of young D Rose.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely do. They're a good team. Even without him, they're a good team.
Yeah.
Do I think
Dylan Brooks is great.
Do I think they're gonna go to the finals? No.
So who's gonna come out of the West? So you have what, the Bucks in the East. Who you got going out of the West?
It's gonna be between. If honestly, I want to say this. I'm gonna keep it real.
Mhm.
I want the Warriors to go. Do I think they'll go to the finals? No.
Curry's out. For
Curry's-
the year now, so-
Huh?
Curry out
Well,
for
you
the
say
year now.
come out playoffs, but it depends
Okay.
on when the playoffs.
Mhm.
It depends on where they face.
Okay.
But I think the Suns might. I think the Suns. I ain't gonna front. I think the Suns. That team is.
So back to back.
I think.
Suns
Yeah,
and Milwaukee.
I think it's gonna be a rematch.
Okay. I'm not
I ain't
going
gonna
for. I got Grizzlies and Philly going to the finals.
Grizzlies and Philly?
Keep it going.
I don't know. Wait, it's the second seed now?
Huh?
They're the second seed, right?
You Philly?
No, the Memphis.
Memphis second seed, and then if I'm not tweaking, Philly is 4th seed,
And
third seed.
so
third
they
seed.
were Clippers the 7th. So that means if Clippers keep that 7th seed,
But the thing about the Clippers is Paul George is back and Kawhi might come
man,
back to the
fine.
playoffs.
They nice.
Paul
Clippers
George
is
is my second favorite player. I love that man.
Clippers
He's good, too.
that's a sleep team right there.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yes.
That's gonna be a battle.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
And AD, I know you seen AD come back last night. Go do his thing.
Sad.
LeBron.
I'm
and
not
they
gonna
still
lie.
lost.
If you're a Laker fan now, I feel for you. I watched
They
that
still
whole.
lost.
I watched the whole game. I'm like LeBron back, AD back,
Yeah, I watched first half.
close ass game, and they lose again to the. I was like, yo, I ain't on front. Just rest LeBron and AD the rest of the season.
I mean, okay. So they're like what, 2 games out of the playoffs? Out of the play-in. If the Spurs lose their next couple of games, that mean they have a chance.
Yeah,
So
but
I would have them go full out and get AD back and try to get into that last spot.
no, I wouldn't rest them. But the reason why I say because Lakers' schedule is actually hardest. That's probably
Yes.
is tough.
Yes.
They got Denver. I think they got the Warriors.
Utah.
Yeah, Utah. Their schedule is more and the Suns. They have the Suns.
Suns, yeah.
Unless the Suns rest Chris Paul and them for the playoffs,
Mhm.
their schedule is more tough. And they're ready to go a game and a half behind Spurs a game.
Yes.
I don't see them making a tournament. I think it's over. I think last night was the key.
Okay, so does that impact LeBron's legacy in your eyes that he missed the playoffs
No.
in year 19?
You know, Hell no. He had 38 last night. Yes, he airballed a 3-pointer.
All right, but all that scoring is not meaning nothing.
No, I don't mean I don't think it hurts his legacy too much. I feel like he's still gonna be considered one of the best. I'm not gonna say safety, but he's not the best in my opinion.
So who's the best in your opinion?
Listen, to me, the best is Kobe.
Okay.
I can get into the details. It can be a long day with
Yeah,
that.
we can go into that. I like that. But okay, go on.
Because I feel like Kobe, people, I feel like the respect he don't get the respect that he deserves.
At all.
You know how tough the West was back in the day? Do you know what he had to go through?
T-Mac, the Suns,
T-Mac,
the Mavericks.
the Suns, Spurs, the Mavericks. You had Gilbert Arenas. Like, you had mad teams. Like, he had back then there was mad shooting guards who was nice.
Yes.
Like, he had to deal with mad good teams. The Celtics, like, he went through a lot. On the West was stacked crazy back then.
Yes, it was.
You know what I'm saying? And
It's still stacked, to be honest.
It's still stacked to be honest, but it's like
it was crazy back then. I'm not gonna lie.
what he had to go through, and to him to win 5 out of 7 titles, he won a 2-out shot. I feel like the credit he don't get the credit he deserves.
Yes, and he was robbed of like 2 MVPs.
I think he was. And then on top of it, he beat the Celtics. Celtics had Paul Pierce, you had Rondo, you had KG,
And Ray Allen.
and you had Ray Allen.
And Perkins.
You could even though he was hurt that game 7, you could honestly say that was like a super team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. It was. Big
Know what I
four.
mean?
It was a big 4.
Big 4.
Yeah.
So I feel like he don't get the credit he deserves, and I feel like a lot of that is because even though he won 5, 3 of them Shaq won and had the MVP. So they try to use that, which to me is better. I put on the old the Magic Finals.
Oh, yeah, it's a great,
When
yeah, it's a great
when
finals.
they faced
And
it.
that final was supposed to be LeBron versus Kobe.
Right.
And LeBron lost to the
didn't
Magic.
make it. He
Lost to the Magic.
Yep, that's a fact. Yep, he didn't do his part, and then in the hour it never happened.
Yep. And so so what is your take?
It's obviously right now it's between him and Jokic.
No, him and Giannis. Jokic
has been
is
balling.
like 4. Yeah, but his seeding is too low to be an MVP ladder. And they're not gonna give it to you back to back when you could barely make the play-in.
I feel like
Barely be out of the play-in.
for me, I think it's Embiid. I think he's been balling like crazy and shit. He balled today. I didn't see that.
Nah.
I think it's Embiid. I think Embiid's taking this year. Giannis is up there too, but I think Embiid's gonna get it because they have a winning record. You know what I'm saying? And he's been balling every game, and he's been healthy. So.
And you know, I know it's probably a couple of days after Fat Math, but I just want to get your take on the Will Smith smacking Chris Rock.
Yo, what's crazy is I was sitting down. I was watching I watched one of the games.
Yeah.
And it popped up on my newsfeed, and somebody shared it. I'm like, I thought it was fake. I thought it was just some bullshit.
Yeah.
And then it kept sharing everywhere. It kept sharing on the news. I'm like, yo, he just smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. I'm like, damn. And here come the memes, mad quick. I'm like,
Yo,
this is
Chris
quick.
Rock's face.
And he was like,
Hey, what do I do? Do I smack this nigga back? What's going on?
like, it just happened. Like, yo, I owe funny. That shit was funny.
Like, all right. So, question. Let's speaking on the sports topic, right? You know who got too much money? Deshaun Watson. Yo, look. I'm finally got to add this out real quick. Hold on. You see this towel right here? It's a Falcon towel, right? You could have had a thing. You could have, we don't care, all right? We don't care about your convict. We don't care about that. We had how many convicts in our lineup? Why? All right? I don't care. I wouldn't blame him, though. $250 million guaranteed to go to the Browns is crazy.
Yeah, why would you say no to that?
Look, to come to Atlanta where we have strip clubs and
Trannies.
yeah. Yeah, I know Mac from Atlanta. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as far as warm weather, I would have been like, okay. But
who wants to
you
live
got
in
paid
Cleveland?
though.
Yeah, I can't turn.
How much they open?
250. Oh, Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh no, we wouldn't match his contract.
You would have matched it?
No,
Oh,
they
you
didn't.
wasn't.
They
Yeah.
wasn't gonna match. They wasn't gonna match
Yeah,
it.
so that was
wasn't
the best move. I would have did that.
And if that would have happened, Jarvis Landry was gonna come to the Falcons. We have Kyle Pitts, with Cordell Patterson. We had some good defense, but no, Deshaun.
We're not a bad team.
We're a horrible team.
I try to be nice.
Nah, we're horrible. We're building
Yeah,
stage.
actually, ever since
Give us 3 years.
ever since Super Bowl, it's just
Yeah, we
don't lie.
we got
I
those
didn't
23.
ask you. How was your reaction?
I cried. I'll tell it right now. Ready? So I'm gonna tell the story right now. Ready? The 2083 story, right? So I had a Super Bowl party in my crib, right? I had everybody, I had all my friends over. All my friends. Yo, when I tell you I'm live on Facebook, I'm talking my shit. Right? Halftime comes, I'm hyping shit. I'm yelling, screaming, all that shit. Let's go, fuck Brady, blah blah blah. Boom. End of the game, I'm crying. I had to kick everybody out. I swear to God, the final 5 seconds, everybody was in my face, laughing and yelling and talking and they shit. I kicked everybody. I promise you. You can ask whoever was there. I kicked everybody out of my house. I said, everybody get the fuck out. Closed my door, locked it, told everybody get the fuck out. And I cried in the room. I went to school. I till to this day, I don't hear the end of it. My friends.
No lie, that's the worst when you in high school and you talking shit about a team and your team lose and you got hit from everybody all day.
Yo.
That's the worst.
That is the worst.
That's the worst.
Bro, every day, every day.
Like you know it's coming. Like imagine, imagine let's say like I was a Kobe fan and I knew man LeBron fan. So whenever they face, if Lakers lost, I knew like damn, I'm gonna hear this shit all fucking day, all day. I did, but now if you won, you like. Let's go. It's gonna be a good day. Fresh kicks. I'm about to. That's how it is. But if I was there, man, I'm sorry that you went through that. I ain't gonna lie, I was depressed on that one. I'm like, damn, no way.
My team finally made it at the end
I'm
of the
thinking
year.
like, yo, he gonna see his team win. Cause he been a Fox fan since Vic.
Yo.
So I'm like, he gonna see his team win, my cousin. But then I'm like, here come the GOAT.
No.
Here
Fuck
come
Brady.
the GOAT.
Fuck Edelman. Fuck
Here we
Edelman
go.
and his catch. Fuck Brady. All right.
Yo,
That shit was crazy. That was a
good
crazy
game.
ass fucking
Good
Super Bowl.
game. Hell yeah. Sorry.
Right. I remember that time that I got my ass busted in Madden and it was like 100-0. Yo, we played like Madden 07
Yo.
and it was like 100-0. And I don't remember much, but I just remember being left 100-0. And this nigga came on with the time coming up like, you gotta play defense.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck did you do?
I smoked it. I don't know how I forgot how he was, but I know I smoked it. I ain't
Got
give
my
a
ass
I ain't
buzzed.
care. It is what it is.
That shit was hilarious.
You gotta learn somehow. That shit
Still
was,
ass in Madden.
yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I ain't yeah.
Yeah, nah, I can't do it.
The old ones are better though, to be honest.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind the Madden. I actually like it. I'm just not good at it.
Oh, okay. At least you're honest.
Yeah. I can't front. I like games. I'm not good at it.
Oh man.
But yeah. She was a lot. She was nice.
Yeah.
And so,
I had a great time.
all right. Any final thoughts? Any final comments?
Nah, man, I love what you're doing, man. Everybody stay safe, stay positive. Listen, man, enjoy your life. Tomorrow's not promised. Live like the best way you want to live it. And also, travel.
Facts.
Travel.
Experience the world.
Try to make it a habit where you travel at least once, twice a year. Trust me, it helps with everything. That's pretty much it. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. Hopefully have you as guests again. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so everybody, podcast people, Google people, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure if you're on Apple and Spotify, leave a 5 stars. It helps a lot. Trust me, guys. If you made it to the end of this part of the video, comment Falcons. Just because, fuck it. Right? Fuck it. Fuck it. Thank you guys so much for listening, though, man. I really do appreciate it, yo. And we will see